I'm going to give a quick update on the homicide that occurred at 3041 South Broadway yesterday. Late last night, we booked a 24-year-old male into the Sedgwick County detention facility for felony murder and other charges. This morning at approximately 7:30, the 2011 black Ford Focus was located down in Plainview Park. We are processing that car at this time. There was also a 28-year-old female that was one of the 4 individuals removed from the motel or apartments yesterday that was with the suspect that was booked on warrants and aiding and abetting a felon.
Was she the driver of the car, do you think?
No. The driver of the car is still outstanding. We're still trying to identify him and still trying to locate him.
How exactly was she involved to be aiding?
She was just there. I'm not going into that.
Were the other 2 of the 4 released?
The other 2 were released, yes.
Lieutenant, do you think that the person who was driving the car fired any shots, or was the person you have in custody?
We don't have any indication that any shots were fired from the vehicle or the individual in the vehicle. Right now, it looks like all the shots were fired from the one individual chasing it.
So the person you have in custody was chasing whoever was in the car as they were driving off and firing at them as they were driving off?
Yes.
Is that correct? What was this about in the first place? Do we know?
We are still working on trying to determine exactly what it was about.
Drugs, domestic thing, we don't know any of that?
We are still trying to determine.
Did this guy actually live at the apartments?
None of the individuals lived at. One of the individuals lived at the apartment. The other 4 did not.
Which one? Was it the shooter that lived at the apartments?
No.
Or the woman?
No.
So it would have been one of the 2 that was released, presumably.
Yes.
What was the name of the girl? Can you release that at this time? The girl who was killed?
I thought most everyone had that already.
Well, I know, but I didn't know that you guys had actually released it.
We have not released it, no. The girl is a Kimbra Moore, M-O-R-R-E. She's an 8-year-old female.
I think you mean M-O-O-R-E? Or is it M-O? You said M-O-R-R-E? Did you mean
I'm sorry,
M-O-O-R-E?
M-O-O-R-E.
Okay.
It's been a long 2 days.
I understand. Have you figured out how many mobile homes were hit by gunfire? Was it just the 2, or were there multiple?
Just the 2 right now that we can locate.
Have there been several other incidents of shots fired in that area? Because when we were out on the scene, it looked like there were several bullet holes in trailers. I don't know if those were bullet
Not that I'm
holes.
aware of, no.
Okay.
Can you
Do
release
you know
what
why that
weapon was
location,
used?
Lieutenant? Is there the people involved? They have a specific connection to that mobile
No,
park? Or
no, they did not.
So you don't know why they were at that place?
They were originally they were visiting the individual that lived at the motel or apartments.
So how many people do you have arrested and in custody?
2.
And how
One
many
for
were,
warrants.
and so that means 3 were released? How many were taken in and then released?
Basically 3 were released. No, I'm sorry, 2 were released.
And you're looking for the 5th still, the one that was
So you're
shot
still
at.
looking for a 5th, yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't question it because you haven't found it.
That person you're still looking for, do you have a name on that person? Or do you
Not at
do you
this
know
time,
who you're
no.
looking for?
No.
You don't have any idea?
No.
Any details on the stolen car? I know yesterday you guys mentioned you were calling the car stolen. Is that still the case? It was a stolen vehicle?
It was taken from the apartments. We have recovered it, and like I said, we are beginning processing it right now.
I wanna make
So
sure
they were
you're
having
positive.
was the argument that led to the shots, did it take place there in the parking lot or in the apartment toward of the
It took place in the parking lot.
And so this 5th person jumped into a car that wasn't his and then drove off, and
That
the
is correct.
shooter started.
That's where I'm
firing
confused.
shots.
Do you say apartments, or do you mean the motel, or?
The apartments motel at 3039.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not the trailer court. This
Not the
thing
trailer
apparently
court.
started at the motel.
Yes, just
and
to the north
spread
of
to
it.
the trailer park.
Yes.
Okay. You know who that car belongs to?
It belonged to one of the individuals at the motel.
One of the four?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And is that person arrested or
No,
released?
he was released.
So the car belongs to one of the two that was released.
Do they know this man? I know you all don't know who he is, but did they see him?
They're acquaintances with this individual.
When you say stolen car, stolen in the sense that he jumped into the car and drove off in it in an attempt to flee being shot at, or was he?
We're still trying to determine
Okay.
that. We're still trying to determine how he got into the car, how he got the keys to the car, and how he left in it.
Do you believe this was some kind of a drug altercation?
We don't know. We're still trying to determine that.